So today we're making brisket. Before we get into any of that, I want you guys to check out the link below to Mac's Barbecue Team. They do some great cooks there, do a whole bunch of variety of stuff, and you know, it's a good channel. So do yourself a favor and check that out. So as I mentioned, we're doing brisket. I trimmed off all the hard fat cap, and with the PVC, you don't want any more than a 1/4 inch of fat. So trim off all the hard fat, and then no more than like 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch of fat. So as a binder, I'm going to use olive oil. Then the rub today I'm using is Grill Mates Applewood Rub. Okay, so now we got that on there. We'll let this sit, and when we come back, we'll be firing up the PVC. So I've got 3 hooks here. I'm going to put 3 hooks in this because if this ends up being too long, then I can just hook it using the second one. Got one there. And what we're going to do is put that down there. That'll go through. There we go. And then finally, put an extra precautionary one down here. Okay, there we go. There's 3 there. And then rather than waste this little hunk here that we cut off the end to give us an idea of which way we want to cut against the grain, rather than waste that, we'll just put a hook on that. And now it's ready to hang. If it hangs too low, then I can just put it on this hook. If it's not too low, we'll just hang it from the regular one. Okay, this charcoal's pretty well ashed over. So we're going to remove the grate and dump it in. And now we are ready to put in our rebar. And hang brisket. And I think I'm going to go with the second hook. It looks like it's a little bit long. Yeah, that looks better. And then once we get some shrinkage, we will, bring it back down to that first hook. There's a look down there. I've got some oak from a tree that we cut down in the yard at season of the year and cut it up. So we're gonna put that down there. That wasn't a very good throw, but there you go. That's more than enough, probably. But so now it's time to Okay, so it's been 4 hours. I'm going to check this. Temperature. I want a temperature around 160. A couple degrees more isn't going to hurt. That's 168 there. 164. $154, $158, $160. So that's pretty close. So I'm going to add about a cup of broth If you don't have that, you can make your own with bouillon cubes, or you can add like apple juice or beer or water. Want to make sure you don't lose that juice. Now we can put our grill grate. We'll let that cook for about 2 hours, or until it comes to temp. So I checked this about 20 minutes earlier, and we're getting readings of a little over about 200, with some that were 186. So I wanted to put this in the thickest part, or the lowest temperature part of the meat, and right now this is we're at 194. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and check this out. Okay, I'm at 196, 197, 210, 211, 211, 198, 202. So this is done. And even if some of the parts are a hair below 195, it's all going to redistribute this heat when we put it in this cooler and let it sit for, I'm probably going to let it sit for 2 hours, maybe 3. But you don't have to, you can do it in as little as 1. It barely fits in there, so I'm going to put a towel on this, let it sit for 2-3 hours, and then we'll get to slicing. So this has been resting for 2 hours. There you can see. We'll try to bite it. It's really good. So there's a look at that. Got a nice smoke ring here. Good juiciness. Jiggly. So overall that turned out great. I appreciate you guys watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks again.